Information received. Internet connection established. You have received a voicemail.
Mobile Task Force Kappa 42. Angel reporting in. Item SCP-2050. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-2050 has been relocated to Site-118's Biological Environment Containment Zone. SCP-2050's Biological Environment Zone is to mimic a deciduous forest resembling those that can be found in the United Kingdom. The Foundation is to maintain one official envoy to SCP-2050 that can be contacted if necessary by SCP-2050. Said envoy is to remain neutral in all affairs involving SCP-2050 and is only to comment on events that directly affect the Foundation. Description: SCP-2050 is a designation for the Sciurine Monastic Brotherhood of Poorfellows and Crusader Knights, a monastic knightly order mostly composed of sapient members of the Sciurus vulgaris species, more commonly known as red squirrels, although the organization claims that all righteous squirrel brethren are welcome. Individual members of SCP-2050 are equipped in armor resembling that found during the First Crusade. Metal for this armor is currently supplied by the Foundation in order to maintain good relations with SCP-2050. In addition, SCP-2050 members are also equipped with weapons and other equipment present during the First Crusade. SCP-2050-1 instances are genetically identical to non-anomalous members of the Sciuridae family, though SCP-2050-1 instances are capable of speech and demonstrate some higher functions associated with sapience. However, SCP-2050-1 instances are unable to focus on complex tasks for long periods of time, and often lose interest in tasks before completion. Members of SCP-2050 maintain that their order can trace its lineage back to the First Crusade, circa 1096 CE. SCP-2050-2 maintains that SCP-2050 was created in order to combat the influence of heresy and blasphemy. SCP-2050 was originally housed in a stone citadel in Galloway Forest Park, Scotland. The citadel heavily resembled a citadel that was located in the region before being torn down circa the 12th century CE. SCP-2050-2 is a designation for the Grand Master of the Brotherhood, the leader of SCP-2050, currently a 4-year-old red squirrel named Grand Master Robert Dunfeld, Master of the Order and Duke of Sciurius. SCP-2050-2 is identifiable by its plumed helmet. SCP-2050-3 refers to a leader of House Bushtail, a noble house of red squirrels that compromises roughly half of the membership of SCP-2050. Members of House Bushtail possess a characteristic streak of dark fur running down their dorsal side. SCP-2050-3 is considered to hold de facto control over members of House Bushtail. SCP-2050-3 is currently a 3-year-old red squirrel named Sir Caspar Bushtail, Duke of the Bushtail Sciurine. SCP-2050-4 refers to the leader of House Acorn Fist, a noble house of red squirrels that comprises most of the other half of the membership of SCP-2050. Membership of House Acorn Fist do not possess the fur pattern found in members of House Bushtail. SCP-2050-4 is considered to hold de facto control over members of House Acorn Fist. SCP-2050-4 is currently a 3.5-year-old red squirrel named Sir Hugh Acorn Fist, Duke of Acorn Fist Sciurine. Externally, SCP-2050 maintains a policy of extreme hostility towards any and all members of the genus Rattus, commonly known as the rat family. SCP-2050-1 instances will seek to kill any member of this genus on sight. Aside from this, SCP-2050 currently maintains a policy of isolation, and containment of SCP-2050 is to focus on preventing outside awareness of SCP-2050. Internally, SCP-2050 is politically unstable. SCP-2050-2 maintains little power over either house that comprises SCP-2050. According to SCP-2050-2, 2 civil wars have occurred in the past due to disagreements between the leaders of the two houses, leading to the extreme diminishing in the number of members of SCP-2050. SCP-2050 came to the Foundation's attention when members of SCP-2050, led by SCP-2050-3, were discovered attempting to besiege a nearby city. Members of SCP-2050 had actively attempted to seek out and kill as many rats in the area as possible. The heads of these rats were discovered mounted on pikes in front of an encampment that SCP-2050 had constructed. According to members of SCP-2050, a decree by SCP-1845-1 had inspired the organization's attempt to conquer the Holy Land for the honor of the king. Following a joint siege by the Foundation and elements of the GOC, SCP-2050 was convinced to surrender and enter Foundation containment, in return for a supply of food and metal. Requests by SCP-2050 to be contained with SCP-1845 were denied. Stay safe, stay alert, and I can't even think of anything witty to say about this one.